And Manaski, you've been having some communication with the Assemblywoman, and what is being said?
It was just that she believes that we shouldn't have done that. It was unprofessional. And I guess maybe I got a text that says she thinks it was actually the 18th, 19th, and 20th, where she had previously stated the 17th, 18th,
The
and
fact
19th.
is, the 18th was the date that she... we would never have... If the Assemblywoman would have said, that's just not true. This is a smear campaign. It's just not true. There would be nothing to go on. We're not going on whether she's working and whether she's voting. We're not going on that. We investigated whether that date that she kept doubling down on over and over again, saying June 18th, June 18th, June 18th, I was with my dying mother. How dare you question me? We just looked into the date, which is why I was trying to clarify last week. It was at 2014. We're trying, and if we would have found that there were no press conferences and no appearances down in Binghamton and no radio shows being done while her mother, in her words, was collapsing, we would have come back and reported that there is no evidence whatsoever that she did anything other than take care of her mother. If Stephen Wells was doing some sort of a underhanded deal with Andrew Cuomo, we will report it if we have the facts. In this case, to say, as was said, that we're being unprofessional and that this is an attack on her, that is not true. It is our job here to look at the facts and to report them. Are we supposed, should I have, after finding out that she's lying or misstating because she doesn't remember or just spinning the situation, would it have been responsible for me to just say, all right, I'm going to protect her and not put that on the radio? Which part is professional and which part is unprofessional? What do we want out of this? What do you want out of your media, whether it's us or television or newspaper? What do you want out of us?
Just to be clear, by the way, and you heard it in the last cut that we played, Stephen Wells, during the debate Monday, these dates had been talked about for a couple of weeks. He made the allegation you were on the air doing the radio interview, and then he said you were holding press conferences. So that was kind of like, that would be an easy thing to check, and he's making that allegation. So we just simply
checked it. It was
came
right
up,
there.
We just wanted a response.
And she agreed to give us a response. We didn't call her up and trick her to come on the radio like some people are charging right now. This was set up because she knew what we had found, and we wanted to give her a chance to come on and talk about it. You didn't pull the clip where she ripped into Wells and said, what kind of a man would do this, playing the victim role here? What kind of a man would do this to a woman with a dying mother? Well, that's if I'm on the outside looking in, I'm like, boy, this Stephen Wells is a jerk. What a jerk to do that. Well, then you find out that she's distorting it, or at the very least, she's just spinning the truth. I'm sorry. That's the person you want representing you in Congress. You accept that? I don't accept that. I'm sorry.
This was discussed
and
with her.
Hanging up on us and saying we're unprofessional because we've uncovered the facts that she should have known were there in the first place?
This was discussed with her campaign yesterday.
Yesterday, we went over this. Andrew, you did not trick her into coming on. Please tell me you didn't do that.
I made it clear that we would like to talk with her, that we had looked into the date of June 18th, 2014, and that there was some misinformation that we wanted to clear up.
Well, they knew what the story was because we were arguing it back and forth yesterday. Manaski, did you not have a conversation with the Assemblywoman on what we released yesterday?
No, I did not.
You didn't. Somebody did here. They know you told her what we had, right?
I did. I
Hannah,
spoke with
her rep.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not like we're hiding something and trying to ambush her.
Well,
she knew what she was coming on about.
Is on a town square station. It's
right.
one of our sister stations, WNBF.
Here's Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Bill.
You're on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to comment on Claudia Tenney's interview with you. I think she was very unprofessional, for one, hanging up on you and not addressing the issues. And also, I noticed that every interview you have with her, she doesn't give you a chance to talk, nor does she even care to take the time to listen a lot of times as to what you're saying. And I think if you're going to be in government, a big important attribute you have to have is being a good listener and not just running over everybody when they're trying to talk. And it's obviously she can't take the heat, so she got out of the kitchen. Now, I don't have a dog in this race at all. I mean, I don't have a preference for either any candidates that are running, but it's obvious that she couldn't take the heat. She hangs up on you and doesn't justify her statements. Totally unprofessional, not worthy of office.
All right, Joe, I appreciate the call. Thanks. We're going to break, and it is not how we wanted to go. And somebody just asked me, you knew that was going to happen. Absolutely not.
So
I expected us to have a conversation. Here's what you said. Here's what we found. Explain to us how we can walk our way out of this thing. And instead, this is what I got. Andrew, you're going to have to hold because I have to break. We'll come back and discuss it. In studio, Steve and Houck. Steve, who doesn't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. We're going to talk to him coming up as well. You want to pipe in at 7360186. WIBX Utica Rome. It's 8 o'clock.